Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I set up my budget planner for 2021. So before I get started, I just kind of want to share something with you guys. I did not want to record this video because I felt like I had waited too long and this wasn't the right time for the video. But after much, thought and kind of going back and forth with myself and talking to God about it, I made the decision, or came to the conclusion, that this is the perfect time for a video like this. A lot of times we think we have to wait until January, or wait until the end of the year, or wait until the beginning of a month. We always try to find that perfect little time to start, and the reality of it is that there is no perfect time other than now. Like, once that light bulb moment goes off in your head that you need to get your finances together, that you need to get your health together, you need to start exercising, whatever it is that you need to do, when you have that light bulb moment, that is the perfect time to do it. So I'm making this video for those of you who think that it is too late for you to start, because it's not. I know it doesn't look like everybody else and what everybody else has done, but it's never too late for you to start. You can start today, you can start on the 1st, you can start on the 15th, you can start on the 25th, you can start on the 17th. It does not matter. Whenever that moment happens for you, when you know that you need that budget, when you know that you need to create a meal plan, when you know that you need to start exercising, just go do it, because there's never gonna be the perfect time and you're never gonna have it all together. So just go out there and go do it. Again, this video is for those of you who think that it's too late for you to sort of kind of start. So we're gonna start now in March of 2021. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. So I'm using the Happy Planner Classic Dashboard Layout. Last year I used the Big Happy Planner. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Hold on. So last year I used this Big Happy Planner right here. Alright, I want to make sure you guys can see this planner. It's pretty big compared to the Classic. I used the Big Happy Planner last year. I did like it. I like that you did not have to change the size of printables and all of that. All you had to do was print it out, punch it, and put it in here. But I did not feel like, I guess my cons would be, I didn't use all of the space on every page, and I did not like to lug this thing around the house, because my office is upstairs. So anytime I would want to work on my budget, I just didn't want to carry this big bulky thing up and down the stairs, or put it in my purse or my bag just to take it downstairs. So probably me just being lazy, but I did not want to use or carry this big thing around. So this year I'm going to go ahead and try the Classic and see if I like that just a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in, and we're going to get right into it. Alright, so again, I'm using the Happy Planner Classic, the dashboard layout. I got this at Michael's on sale. I can't remember how much it was, but this is what I'm going to be using. So when I open it up, I have this pocket folder. I got this from one of the budget extension packs, so I'll just use that to hold little stickers and stuff like that. And then we have the hello, this Happy Planner belongs to. I need to go in and put my name in. Now I want to tell you guys that this is not complete, this is not perfect, but it is a start, and that's all we're focusing on right now is just getting something together for you to start. Okay, so I will be adding to and probably taking away, but this is just somewhere to start for me to see what I like and what I don't like, what I can improve, and you know, what I can take away. All right, so next we have a calendar for 2021 and 22, and then we have another calendar here that's just month to month. I'm going to use this to put in paydays and also our semi-annual bills, so our HOA and when our car tags are due. I believe those are the only ones that we have. But if you have property taxes or anything like that, you could put that in there as well. I need to come in and put my why I'm on the debt-free journey and all of that, so I have that little sticky note there to remind me to do that. And then I just have my budget plans and goals for 2021. I wrote these sometime in December. I will say they have sort of kind of changed as I've started budgeting so far this year. Some of the things that I put here, I realized that they don't apply, or I just need to kind of change them up a little bit. So I have Q1 goals, Q2 goals, Q3 goals, and Q4 goals. The next sheet I have here is a yearly expense overview. Let me see. Alright, so I have my yearly expense overview here. This is just all of my expenses, my debts, and then the other categories like cash envelopes and sinking funds. And then I totaled up our income minus our expenses to see what we had left over. And I did it for monthly and yearly, but I forgot to finish out the yearly. Alright, so next I just have a sheet here. Zoom y'all back out. Alright, I hope y'all can see this. I'm trying to zoom you in without y'all being, I guess, too close, but anyway. Next I have our monthly expenses, and this is just pen and paper. I went in and I wrote down what our monthly income is and all of my estimates or actual amounts for my bills, my mortgage and not my mortgage, but my electricity and water. Those are both kind of estimates because they vary from month to month, but everything else pretty much stays the same. So next I have the credit score monitoring page. I got this from One Beautiful Home, I think it was called. I watched Beautiful Budgets, and she had a sheet like this from 2020. So I went and I purchased the 2021 version from One Beautiful Home. I'll link it down below. But I have the credit score monitoring page. I have one for my husband, and then I have one for myself. Now, I did not print out the detailed tracking, all of the debt to income or the total balance, credit card utilization for myself, because I am on every credit card of my husband's, and my husband has the mortgage, I don't. So pretty much whatever his is, mine would sort of kind of be, with the exception of the house. So that's it for the first part. Next we have the monthly calendar, and I'm going to take you to March because January and February are not done. So next we have our monthly calendar, and I will put in my bills. I think this year I'm just going to write in my bills and highlight them for the paycheck that they go with, instead of using a lot of stickers. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough room for the stickers, and I also just want to be intentional with my budget, intentional with and just doing my budget, like making sure I'm doing it. And so I don't always have time to do the stickers, so I'm gonna focus more on completing my budget than, you know, making it cute. And then next we have the dashboard layout. I will be using these every week, and once we get to budgeting, you'll be able to see how I plan on using these. I think you have like 5 weeks here. And then we get to this page. So this page is going to be my budget goals for the month. So even though this is March, I need to change this. I'm going to put it for March, and then I'm going to write down all of my goals that I have, and I'm going to track my credit scores here as well. And then next I have my actual budget. So these 2 pages are just going to be used for my prayers. I want to open the month in prayer, and I want to end the month with prayer and gratitude. So these pages are just going to be dedicated to me journal praying to the Lord concerning my finances for the month. The next page is our bill pay checklist. This is just where we're going to write down the bills, the due date, the amount, and whether or not they have been paid. And then I have my monthly budget. The next 2 pages are is the expense tracker. So I'm gonna track my expenses. I'm gonna try to stick to that this year. Hopefully I do well with that. Next I have my budget by paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. You can find this at thebudgetmom.com. This is the printable that I printed out, sized down, and cut to size. This was a labor of love, you guys. This is one reason why I sort of kind of prefer the Big Happy Planner, because having to kind of size this down, you know, on my printer and cutting it to size and all of that, I mean, like, it was work. I was cutting off all of these parts and everything, so yeah. But that's what I'm using, the Budget Mom's budget by paycheck workbook. I have printed out 5 of those, and then these 2 pages will be used for my weekly check-in. So I'll have week 1 and 2 here, week 3 and 4, maybe 5 if we run into 5 weeks in the month. Then next I have our cash envelopes and sinking funds. This is just where I'm going to track each cash envelope and each sinking fund and what I'm putting in each paycheck. Next I have a debt tracker. I'm just going to put in my debts, the balance, the minimum, and then what I actually pay and what my new balance will be. And then I have another Budget Mom's printable that I'm going to be using to track where my money went as far as debt and savings. And then I'm also going to track where my money went from month to month. So I'm going to come up with budget categories. I'm not quite sure how many I'm going to track. I can say I know that I'm going to be doing groceries and gas, but some things I know sort of kind of from month to month, they're not really going to vary, like our mortgage. So I don't know that I'm really going to track that, but we'll see. And then this next page is pretty much my budget review. How did my budget go this month? What can I do to improve? Things like that. And then these last 2 pages, as I said before, this is going to be dedicated for prayer journaling, just thanking God for the month, thanking God for the provision in the month, because as long as we have a paycheck, that tells you that God did provide for us for that month. So I'm just going to be thanking God, just writing gratitude, and just anything else that I may or may not need help with for the upcoming month, or you know, where I struggle. This is just my prayers to God. And so I have each and every month in here, and so we're going to flip back here to the back, and then this section is going to be my debt section. So here in the debt section, I have a calendar here. This is just where I'm going to track my debt payoff. So I'm going to write in how much I paid towards debt for each and every month. I have 2 of these for 6 months. I forgot to back them and then punch them, but this is still gonna work. And then I have another printable, again from One Beautiful Home. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, forgive me, but I will have it linked in the description down below. And this is my full debt overview. So I have all of my debts listed, my balances, my monthly payments, the interest rate, the monthly interest, the payoff date, and my goal payoff date. And then that printable also came with a debt payoff priority sheet, and I have 11 debts. So I printed off the first 2. I think it comes with like 30 debts, but I can't really remember. And then next I have a little sheet I'm also using Undeaded. So this is just a printable from them that shows me all of the debts, the snowball amounts, and you know how I should apply my snowball. So this one is based off of a snowball amount of adding an additional $100 to my regular payments. Sorry if y'all can hear my kids. They are here. So but I'm still getting this video done. Okay, so this one is this was me faithfully thinking, but this is $500. What it would be like if I were to add $500 to my snowball amount every month. So I have that one printed out as well. All right, so next I have my debt-free land, and most of all of these charts came from Debt-Free Charts, and you can find them at debtfreecharts.com. This is the debt-free land. I need to come in and write the total amount. I want to say it's like $43,000. So I need to come in and put that in and do all of that. Then I have a debt tracker. This is where I'm going to write down every payment that I make to each and every debt. And I'm also going to put the payments on the individual debts as well. Okay. So next I have my personal loan. So next I have personal loan number 2. And then I have a tracker for that. I tried to put these in order of the way we're going to pay them off. Okay, so then I have my husband's student loan number 1 and the tracker, personal loan number 1 and the tracker, student loan, which is my Perkins loan, and the tracker, my husband's second student loan and the tracker. And then I have our Discover card and a tracker. Then I have my Navy Fed credit card and the tracker. And then I have all of my student loans and their trackers. And I have 4 student loans, just in case you wanted to know. And then this section is my savings section. So this is where I'm going to track all of my savings. Again, this is not completed. I'm going to add 2 more boxes up here and make a sticker that says savings tracker. I'm just going to write in how much I save per month, just like I'm doing with the debts. So next I have my rainy day fund. Again, this is from Debt-Free Charts. I have not fixed it, but it did say emergency fund, and I just want to talk about that really quick. I just want to stay here for a second and talk about this just for a second. So I put this over the top because I wanted to say my light showers rainy day fund. So this year, God has really been dealing with me on what I speak and what I say. And he wants me to speak life. For so long in my life, I have always had negative things spoken over me. Things that, you know, God never intended for me to have, I allowed to be spoken in my life. And so now I'm making the choice to change that. No longer will I speak negative things over and in my life. No longer will I speak negative things into my finances. I'm going to speak life. The Bible says that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So I have to watch what I say. So saying that I want to have $15,000 in an emergency fund, I can't say it, because I don't want to spend $15,000 on any type of emergency. And when I think about an emergency, I'm thinking about somebody getting hurt in a car accident, somebody being in the hospital, somebody dying and they don't have like burial or anything like that, so now we all go funding them and all of that type of stuff. Like, I don't want those types of things to happen, and that's not where I want my money to go, right? I want other people to be prepared for the end of their life, if that happens, and not just other people but myself. I don't want nobody, raising money for me. I want to be prepared, and I also want to be prepared for a car accident or something like that if that does happen, but I don't want that type of emergency in my life. And also, personally, when I think about an emergency, I think about my son having to be in the hospital in a medically induced coma because they can't control his seizures. So I don't want that in my life. I don't want that to happen. I want my son to be whole and well, and I don't want to see the inside of a hospital. Not just because of the things that are going on in the world, but just I don't want to see the inside of one because I'm sick or something like that. So I'm being very intentional about what I say. So I'm just not going to call that no emergency fund, because we're just going to call a spade and say that we're actually saving for a rainy day, or we're putting money aside for income replacement in the event that we lose our job, right? That's what we're really doing. We're not saving for any type of emergency. We're just saving for when the weather changes, because we all know that we all go through seasons in life, and no matter what, the seasons are going to change. So we prepare ourselves by making sure we put things aside for the winter time. We make sure we have all of the emergency supplies that we need for when hurricane season comes around. So it's no different in our finances. We just make sure that we are prepared for when the seasons change. So if you want to call it an emergency fund, that's your business, but over here at Living Life Gracefully, we're going to call it a light showers rainy day fund, and that is just the $1,000 equates to Dave's $1,000 emergency fund. And feel free to do whatever you want to if you want to change that amount, because I know the world is kind of crazy right now. So if you want to change that amount for yourself, do that. But that's what we're doing. And I need to finish printing out more charts. I was thinking about making my own, but printing out more for my 3-month income replacement and also 6-month income replacement. So yeah, that's pretty much all that there is to my budget planner for 2021. So that's pretty much all there is to my budget planner for 2021. I hope this video helped someone, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't be afraid to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here as I embark on this journey again. So that's all I have for today. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.